think she's 20.
She's a baby.
She's a baby. She's not a woman yet, you know, so she's thin. Lucky her.
Exactly. It's all good. Thin equals good. Slim equals good in my book.
OK, now the next one was Marianne Cotillard. Are you impressed with how I pronounced
No,
that?
I think this is a bit Christmas tree fairy, Miss Evans. She's dropped off a Christmas tree. No, she looks like some stylist has said this will look fab on you. Fab, it'll be gorgeous. And she's standing, she looks embarrassed. You know, it's all like a bit of old rag.
No, I think it is. I think it's fairy godmother, and I think if she cut those stupid wings off and just had a little thing. But I think she could have done her hair.
Yeah,
better.
do you know, a brush.
But how much fun would she have had at the after-show party, just grabbing those bits and running around? Look, I won! OK, the last one is Tilda Swinton. Now,
Oh, dear me. That's not a good look, is it? It looks like an ostrich gone wrong with it.
And, you know, I think that natural beauty can work, but not at the BAFTAs. You know, put a little bit of makeup on, I think. Do you know what I mean? I just think, you just put a little bit, if you're going to be in front of the cameras, put a
unlike
little
us,
lippy on.
I think she's saying I'm a very serious actress. I don't follow fashion and I can look exactly as I like.
well, that's OK if you look good, though.
Well, she speaks very well of you.
OK, we'll take a break here, but when we get back, do you deserve a day off when you've been dumped? Back soon.
Maltesers. So light, you'll need new ways to be naughty.
Welcome back to Friday's Loose Women. I'm Andrew McLean, and helping me liven up your lunchtime today are Zoe Tyler, Denise Welsh and Linda Bellingham. Now, this week, Daily Mirror columnist Polly Hudson mentioned that as well as annual and maternity leave, a company is starting to offer heartbreak leave to employees who have a breakup. The owner says not everyone needs maternity leave, but with heartbreak, everybody needs time off. So what do we think? Do we think this is a good idea?
I don't think so. I think this is rubbish. For goodness sake. Well, everybody goes through a bit of heartbreak. You've got to get on with your life. Get up and get out to work, do you good, cheer you up, talk to other people. You know, there are worse things in life, aren't there? For goodness sake. Please.
But what about the fact that somebody might be sitting at the desk opposite you, sort of snivelling and crying and being quite miserable?
Well,
Surely it's
yeah,
better if they're at home.
The idea that you leave them at home to wallow in self-pity is just unbelievable. I mean, in fact, I think maternity leave's probably more, you know, required. Have a sit down, a good cup of tea and take the weight off your feet. But, you know, if you're going to go in, talk about it, let it go through your system and throw it
Linda,
away.
but it depends just how. I mean, I don't agree if this is the case that you get a day if you're 20, 2 days if you're 30, and you know, because I think it probably gets easier to move on when you get older. But nevertheless, I don't know whether I actually believe in an actual, you know, sort of given period of time. But I do think that there should be compassion in the workplace for heartbreak, you know, because there's a friend of mine who's just been devastated by some news, and it's almost like she's been living, or he's been living a lie for several years now. So it's kind of, it's broken her spirit to a degree. And she's had to go into work. She has a very, you know, high-paid job, and she's had to go into work. And I just think that, you know, it would have been nice if she could have just rung up and said, look, I really am going through such a horrendous domestic crisis. Just please let me get myself together. And it would be nice if people had the compassion.
I know, it's not to say they won't have compassion. You could go into work and say, oh, gosh, you look unhappy. Yes, I'm having a terrible time. I've broken up, or, you know, I'm really depressed. But you don't need time off.
Yes, but I think that it's, you know, it's not necessarily that people are going to become mentally ill with heartbreak. I don't mean that. But I just think that emotional pain can be as bad as physical pain, and therefore there should be some time allotted.
The office bicycle should be off every week.
No, I know.
But I mean, I must admit, when I've gone through a tough time, I actually found going to work really helped, because it forced you to sort of get up in the morning, put a smile on your face, and for 8 hours or however long you're at work, you don't think about it, you don't talk about it. Actually, I didn't want to sort of sob on everybody's shoulder at work. I liked the fact that I could just sort of shut down for a bit, because when I got home, it was horrible.
But I think it depends what sort of work you're in, because I remember literally half an hour after my husband left the house, and it was all, you know, it was all amicable, I was sobbing, and I had to go to work, to judge a singing competition at a college, and I sobbed all the way there, and I'm like, OK, I'm at work now, let's get on with it. And this person came on, I had 3 hours of it going, all by myself. And I'm sitting there going... So it was horrific. I I so didn't want to be there, and I shouldn't have been there. I should
And I
have been
don't
at
think
home.
the show would go on. I mean, I remember with my my first relationship, on the day that I found out that he was having an affair, because she, the woman he was having the affair with, her partner had rung and said, "Did you know they're in a hotel now?" And that night I had to go on and give my Simone the French stripper in a bed full of foreigners. And I couldn't remember a line. I only had to say "ooh la la." So that was a horrible, horrible night.
But do you think that you should get just as much sympathy and time off if you were the one who dumped, or is it only the one who
Either.
has been dumped?
No, I think it's either, because, I mean, contrary to what you just said, I actually wasn't dumped. I dumped him. Liar. Anyway, not going to get into that. But no, I think, you know, it is really hard. Actually, thinking about it, what am I doing here? I'm heartbroken. You won't see me after the break. I'm gone. I'm going to leave.
But, you know, listen, it's just encouraging people, again, not to take responsibility. You can't have a day off with your children if your husband's left you. You're left there clearing up the mess, basically. So why should you have a day off work? I just think life's hard.
Get on with it.
Yes.
OK, that's what we're going to do. Now, if you've been dumped, here's something to cheer you up. We're giving away a terrific £3,000 to one lucky winner who answers our competition question correctly. Here's the details. What is the main ingredient of a risotto? Is it A, corn, B, rice, or C, lentils? Call 09012 931 941. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from mobiles and other networks may be higher. Text WIN plus your answer A, B, or C to 63337. Text costs £1 plus one standard network rate reply message. Digital satellite viewers can enter by pressing their red button now. You can also enter for free at itv.com. Entrance must be 18 or over. All lines close at 1:20. Good luck with that. Now, you don't need any of us to tell you that being pregnant for the first time can be quite scary, with conflicting advice coming at you from all angles. Our first guest hopes to help first-time mums with a new book following her thoughts and feelings as she dealt with becoming a mum for the first time last year. Before she chat, here she is showing her musical prowess alongside Shaka Khan. Welcome, Mylene Klass. How are you doing? I'm good. So, yummy mummy.
Oh, bless your heart.
You are the definition of yummy mummy.
No,
Look
see,
at
look,
you.
that's all straight, and Bubba has been chewing this.
Oh.
This is all crumpled.
How old
so
is she,
this
Mylene?
She's 6 months on Saturday.
6 months.
Oh, she's just obsessed.
Is she?
Is she? Oh, you know, it will be in the
So how's it all going, Mylene? How's the first 6 months been?
It's been insane. It's been amazing. It's been every emotion in between. But I love being a mum. What on earth did I do beforehand?
I know,
How on
with all
earth
the
did I
free
have
time.
to shave my legs and read a magazine. And
You slept. That's what you did.
I used to sleep as well. It's, I don't know. I don't know how I find the energy to keep going. But then you see a mum of 4 and she's still going, so you think, well, I'm going to do it too.
But I mean,